Good morning. So, yesterday I was explaining to a friend that just about what I've been up to lately, being back involved in the church, going through my prayers, doing my prayer meditation, and actually having conversations with God. And I had mentioned this before that a few of my prayers and what's been really hitting home is the unification of all Christians. So, I was having a conversation with my parents that are Protestant, and they were, I was asking them, in my journey with Catholicism, what questions they have, because I have a ton of questions getting back in, what makes sense, what doesn't make sense, why is there a difference, amongst Christians? And, one thing that I've recognized is there's a big imbalance within Christianity, and that's not okay with me. Number one, we should be unifying all together, especially in today's day and age. We see what's happening in the world right now, and it's not okay. We're being further taken away from God, walking away from God, and the last thing that we need to do is to be fighting amongst ourselves. So somebody asked me, is your purpose to convert people from being Protestant to Catholic? And it's like, no, not at all. No, that's not my mission. That's not my journey. What my mission and journey is, what I feel a responsibility for, is to simply to share the way that God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit are working through me, and to share my journey in hopes that may open the hearts of people to get closer to Him. Simple. God is the person. God, He is the one that has chosen and knows the path for all of us. And that path can be different. Yes, He has rules and guidelines for everyone, but that's not for me to judge. And that's not for me to tell anybody of what their path is or what that's like. That's something for, I hope that people really dig into the Bible and really just understand Christianity in all forms, so that Holy Spirit can work within them to guide them to the conversation with God and Jesus, to figure out what is their path, what is their mission, what is their purpose here on earth, so that they may get to heaven. So I just feel this overwhelming responsibility that the more that we learn as Christians, to be able to share that more with others and unify and really understand each other, that our sole purpose is to get to heaven. And I would be just absolutely heartbroken if I knew what I know now, which is nothing, but what I'm learning, and I don't share that with people. And by the grace of God, that I do enter the kingdom of heaven, and then I look to my right and look to my left and find out that my friends and my family were not there, or I'm not there and they are there. And that was simply from the fact that neither one of us did all that we could to share with each other, to live a righteous life and live in God's path. So it just became abundantly clear to me after that conversation that is where my heart is. That is the mission, is to share with people and to save souls, literally save souls, and to get people to understand that to each is his own path with God, but you find it. You have those conversations with Him, and let the Holy Spirit guide you, to what is your calling and what are the best ways for you to clean up, to get right, to forgive yourself, to live the way that He has shown us and guided us in order to get to heaven. That is it. I cannot go another day, holding things in, not talking with people, and sharing the blessings that God has granted me. And they're tough. This is not like, it's everything is just full of joy and abundance. There are difficult times, and those are the times that we need to lean on him the most. And then we need to lean on each other and be united, not divided. Cannot be divided when we are all trying to do the same thing, especially amongst Christians. We have to stand together, understand each other, love each other. There's only one judge, and that's going to be up to him. But for us to be judging each other and being separated and doing that here is only making the devil stronger, and it shows weakness within Christianity. So this was just an important message for me to get out, is the unification of all Christians, for us to understand each other, to really dig deep and accept each other, and to do and support each other in God's way, in Jesus's way, to support each other to get to heaven. And that is the purpose. There is no right, there is no wrong, there is God's way. That is it. There is no right, there is no wrong, there is God's way. And he speaks to us differently. So what that means to me is to find your purpose within God. Find my purpose within God, and to live that every single day. Because tomorrow is never promised. I know some of these things are cliche, but that is the truth. So if we're able to wake up, learn something each day, and we're blessed to wake up another day, why don't we put those things into action? Put that love into action and try to mimic exactly what Jesus has done. I do this in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. God bless you. I love you.